Well, first off, I always want to say thank you to the executive bowl committee for inviting us here. They really put on a tremendous just time for our players and our program for being here since Tuesday. It really made us feel our home away from home, and that's big time. I mean, for all the local businesses as well, I just want to say thank you very much because our players really enjoyed their time here. They had a great experience, and then obviously with this game on Saturday, being able to come out with a victory, it was big time for our program moving forward, and continue to put our brand on the map and making sure that we continue to create value for ourselves. So, and that starts with the players and the seniors, and just making sure that their degree in Fresno State football is a big deal in this university. So, super excited about the win today.
Please raise your hand.
Coach, it looked like especially early on, just throughout the whole game, whenever you got in around the red zone, you were just trying to get the ball to Trey Watson. Can you just speak on his performance today and what that was like for him playing at home?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, Trey being a true freshman, number one, just being able to get him the ball early and get him involved was something that we really wanted to do, and it's pretty much a part of our game plan. Every single game is how can we get 84 the ball, and of course being here locally and with his family. I mean that's a big deal to get him involved early for sure. And I mean he's a really good player, and he's going to be a great player moving forward as well. So it's good for him.
Coach, just can you speak on, winning a 10th game and how difficult it is to have a 10-win season, given everything that you guys have been through in the past couple of weeks to get that done in your first game as interim head coach?
I mean, it's for any program. I mean, getting 10 wins it's a big deal and hasn't happened a whole lot in our program, to be honest with you. But it happened today, and that again, that's huge for our program moving forward. And it's about our brand, right? And making sure these kids remember this for the rest of their lives, because now they go down in history as one of the best teams in Fresno State history. And really, they as we always say, you're writing your book, right? And this is just a chapter ending this season the right way. And we can honestly say we finished. So that's big time.
And the offensive player of the game was Jordan Mims. I mean, how early did you know that you were going to be feeding him as much as you did?
Oh, we knew that right away. Number one, I mean, obviously, with Ronnie not being able to play today, we knew we were going to be able to rely on Jordan. But to be honest, I mean, he's such a good player. He's so, one cut, get vertical, just downhill. And he told me, he's like, Coach, I'm not going to get tired. And he did not. And that's tremendous for him and his family. His family was here watching him play, and for him to be MVP of this bowl game is big time. And we have a lot of trust in Mims. So just to see him have that success, there's no surprise. I mean, by the way he prepares, how smart he is, and obviously just his practice as well. When we got here, if you could have saw the way he was practicing, I knew he was going to have a good game. And so I'm really happy for him.
And Elijah Gates was the defensive MVP, but LaVelle Bailey had a number of key plays. Can you just kind of speak on what he was doing and why he was so successful today?
Oh, well, Elijah Gates along with Evan Williams back there, those guys they're the field generals back there. If you could really sit down and have a conversation with Elijah Gates, number one, you're going to be like, wow, this kid's FBI, football intelligence, is through the roof. And our safeties coach, Chuck Morrell, remember the first day that we actually had a conversation about Elijah Gates, he honestly said, this might be the smartest football player that I've had a conversation with ever. And that just shows the way he was raised and just how serious he takes his game of football. And obviously we didn't have him in a few of our games this season, and you can really tell how important he really is for our football team, especially our defense.
Last question for me. We saw the celebration on the field, but can you just take us inside the locker room and maybe share the message that you shared with the team?
Oh, shoot, just happy for him. I mean, we got to sing the fight song. Number one, That's the biggest thing. It's just ending this the right way, just singing our fight song, making sure everybody's really, really happy. I mean, if you could have walked in that locker room, I know there's a few guys that are still celebrating out there on the field, but there was a good amount of guys in that room just with a smile on their face, and they're just so happy. I mean, and as soon as I walked in, you could hear the guys talking about, we did it, we finished, and we did it the right way. And that's big time. When your players are relaying the message and just emphasizing it, you know you have a good chance, and we're doing the right things in this program.
Coach Lee, Steve Virgin, Albuquerque Journal. We saw Coach Tedford here.
Mm-hmm.
What were the conversations like with you and him, and how involved was he?
Oh, I mean, the conversations were great. I mean, he pretty much told me that, you know, I'm like, hey, I'm staying out of your way. You know, I want you guys to go out and just concentrate and finish this the right way. And you know, I got a chance to visit with him a little bit, and we got a chance to, you know, just share some things about bowl prep and different things like that. And I know this program's in good hands moving forward, and that's the most important thing, because again, it's about these young men, and I know we finished it the right way for these seniors, but the juniors and sophomores and freshmen, and I know with the whole COVID year and those things, some of these guys being seniors and still having some eligibility as well, having them here and those things, it's always a good thing. So it's been good.